Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to break down the latest info for Hut Rush in NHL 21. Is the new game mode inside of Hockey Ultimate Team. I'm pretty excited to show you guys some of the stuff behind the scenes and talk about what we're to expect inside the new game mode. Be sure to subscribe with the bell on though, guys, for the latest info in terms of NHL 21, including all of the same stuff that's not going anywhere in terms of card reviews, who should you buy, whatnot, all that kind of stuff going into NHL 21, tips, everything like that. So make sure you subscribe to the channel to make sure you don't miss out on any of those videos. But let's jump into the Hut Rush deep dive. All right, so first let's talk about what EA has stated the game mode in terms of the goals for. It's a new quick-to-action mode within Hut where you put together a team and hit the ice for head-to-head action. So style will count in Hut Rush. We ask how and how many. With our style scoring system, how you score determines your points multiplier. You'll see here in the video in the top right, the multiple ways that you score will add up and change the amount of points depending on what the challenge is. A 2-on-1 cross-crease pass for an easy one-timer won't earn you as many points as a saucer pass to a streaking forward who tucks it in one-handed. With Hut Rush, the prettier the play, the bigger bonus. So if you're old enough to remember playing like SSX Tricky or even Tony Hawk, if you tried out the remakes and whatnot, it kind of works the same kind of way. The prettier the play, the more moves you do before scoring will actually add more points towards it, which I think is a fun mode to play. Something I had mentioned prior, but what I want to see in Hockey Ultimate Team from NHL 20 to 21 was a faster mode, whether that's 3-on-3 overtime only or shootouts, something like that that can be done quick, and this looks to fill that kind of need early on. Also, it appears that we got our first look at some new cards in terms of, well, what the base cards will look like. As they've changed up, they look pretty good. They're in line with the graphics and whatnot for NHL 21. I do like it compared to the old base card system, which I think is pretty bland. However, I love the icon in the back as it doesn't look like it's gray or gold. It is actually a live series card art, which is fantastic with full color. That is full marks for me. So at least we can confirm that a Legend Joe Sakic card will be in the game. Also want to mention, so in this one, it looks like you're playing 3-on-3 arcade. Again, some sort of quick mode for Hut. I'm all for when you don't feel like playing 30 minutes of just an absolute grind and sweat fest and rivals, or if you're an online player and trying to get through squad battles, this is a nice change of pace. You don't have a lot of time to play the game. You want to do something to earn, possible rewards. This is the mode that is going to do that for you, and I think that, again, just things like this is what was needed, something fun. The arcade gameplay is actually, pretty entertaining when you get down to it, but I do enjoy the additions here. Another interesting note here, we'll see, look at this redirect pass. I love that as he reaches out and just taps it in. I mean, that was obviously in 20, but it just looks a little bit cleaner on the redirect, and it obviously recognizes that's what you actually did, so it earns you more points. But let's take a look right here. The Joe Sakic scores, but there's that 83 Dave Andreychuk, so it looks like they've dialed back the potential lower-ended icons as well, gave them a little bit different card art. I don't know if that's an alumni card or how that's going to work, but definitely interesting to see how low that Dave Andreychuk was rated. So here's another challenge inside of Hut Rush. There's a huge hit that leads to a turnover and then a breakaway the other way. 1,700 points for that big body check. And then you'll notice there you only get 20 points for the goal. So it looks like there's going to be different ways to play Hut Rush with different objectives. But again, something else we want to take a look at here is we get another card. It looks like a bronze 87 Ray Bourque. So just like the Joe Sakic, I'm assuming there'll be different versions, as that did look a little bronze. But I can't confirm any of that. But definitely good to see that Ray Bourque is back in the game with an icon card. So it looks like we're also going to be able to play with the mascots, as it looks like Bailey's here. So, just another way to play Hut Rush, another mode. It might be like a challenge or an objective or a certain competition, but kind of cool. Nothing crazy, but it is cool that the mascots get some love. And then finally here, you'll see up in the top right, every time he does a deke or a move, you'll get those additions in terms of added points depending on what's going on or what the challenge is for that specific version of Hut Rush. But it is also cool to mention that you will be able to play outdoors, and we get another look at some icons, as it looks like Peter Forsberg is back, the 87 version. And again, I love the card art actually being, full color, full body. That's great. And we get John LeClair and Jeff Boogaboom. And look at those lower icons that were higher overalls, obviously, in the other game, but 79 overall. So it looks like they're really limiting the overall ratings in terms of the older cards and legend cards, which I think is a really good thing. Again, it raises the value of the current players that are in the game. So, my initial thoughts on Hut Rush, I think that it was needed. Again, I've been saying this for a little while now, is there needs to be a quick, less competitive mode in NHL 20 or 21, and this looks like it's going to fill that need. It does look like there's going to be different objectives or competitions, which is nice. That's good to see, as we saw multiple different ones with 5-on-5 and 3-on-3, and then even the 3-on-3 arcade with mascots, which is cool. I think this is all going to be tied to rewards. If rewards are too easy to get, or if they're not attractive enough, the mode will die out. It's a gimmicky mode, so it's not something that everyone's going to load on and be like, oh my god, I got to play Hut Rush, but it is a nice complementary mode to the main ones that are in the game. So it's all going to be tied to rewards. We saw what Draft Champs was. Draft Champs is actually a fantastic mode. When you think about it, if you look back at MLB, the way that BR works, that'd be a perfect way for Draft Champs to work. Just the rewards were gone, so there's no reason to play it. So again, I think that it's all going to be tied to rewards, so I'm interested to see what they do for that when the game is launched. But again, guys, thank you for watching today, and please subscribe for the latest content in terms of NHL. I'll see you guys next time.